All right, guys, let's get some NBA picks and props for Monday, March 11th slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Have you start us off?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with my picks today, but I'm currently watching Go James, King James, LeBron James dominate. Same old, same old. But for my picks yesterday, I gave out the Pelicans -5.5 against the Atlanta Hawks. Pelicans, they won on the road by 13 points. They are on a mission. Watch out for the New Orleans Pelicans. And I know I did say best starting lineup in the NBA, got some flack in the comments, and I truly believe they're at least top 3 starting lineups. They have a deadly starting lineup. Come on, boys.
Yeah, I had an 0-1 day, had the Magic on the money line, thought they were going to have a big bounce back day. They looked really good in the first quarter, looked pretty good in the second quarter, then everything fell apart in the second half. They didn't touch 100 points in this game, I don't believe. They were down 93-81 last time I checked with 10 minutes left. And with the Magic, the way they were playing offense, they lost this game outright. So Pacers took that one on the road. Let's go to the player props. How do you start us off?
Yeah, I got another win on the board here. I gave out Kyle Kuzma over 22.5 points versus the Heat, and he showed up, dominated, went out with a 32-point game, 30 burger, 30-piece nugget. Shout out Kyle Kuzma.
Yep, 0-1 here again. Brandon Ingram to go over 20.5 points against the Hawks. Brandon Ingram on the season shooting 17 times per game. In this game, he only put up 9 shots. That's against one of the worst defenses in the Atlanta Hawks as well. Pelicans got all the scoring from Zion Williamson, and then Trey Murphy basically was in the shoes of Brandon Ingram tonight. So Brandon Ingram didn't shoot enough. 0-1 day there. Trey, let's go to the group play. We both gave out the Knicks against the spread. The Knicks lost outright in maybe the worst NBA game anybody could ever watch. It was like 78-73 maybe at one point. So no, 79-73 was the final score. Sorry, not 78-73. So horrible game there.
It was the lowest scoring game in the last 5 years.
I hope nobody watched that game because I needed to bleach my eyes after. Let's go to the group play for tomorrow. I got to give some love to the bad teams, so we're going to do the bad teams. And plus, I did the retro logos. Hornets going up against the Pistons. Pistons laying 4 at home over under 218.5. I'm going to start here. The Hornets have absolutely nobody anymore. They've got Brandon Miller and they've got Bridges, and that's it. So I'm taking the Pistons at home -4. Pistons have some good players. They got some good pieces in that trade. A couple young guys who can hit the 3 ball. So I'm going to take the Pistons -4. Trey, what do you like?
This is tough because I really like what I've been seeing from this Hornets team ever since they made those trade deadline moves and got more vets like Grant Williams on their team. They've been playing very hard, but yeah, like Bear said, they are very injury riddled. You got Steph Curry's brother out, Seth Curry, Caleb Martin out of this game. A lot of players out, and most importantly, Lonzo Ball still out, obviously. And the Pistons, they are as healthy as can be. I'm actually going to take the Hornets here. I'm going to take them +4. I love what I've been seeing. They've been playing some very competitive basketball, and going up against the Pistons, I expect them to come this game and walk out with a win. Neither one of these two teams have a reason to lose. The Pistons, they don't want to set the lowest win mark in the NBA history, and the Hornets, they're already 8 games above the Pistons, so losing here will not do them any service with a draft pick. So I'm going to go with the Hornets here. I'm going to take them +4. Me and Bear going a little bit head-to-head. Someone's going to get a win on the board at least.
I was also confused when I was looking at the standings. It says the Wizards are eliminated, but the Pistons have more losses and less wins. So I'm not entirely sure how that works. But the Wizards and the Spurs are officially eliminated from the playoffs. Everybody else still alive. So Pistons win out, get into the playoffs. Let's start tonight. Trey, let's go to our plays for tomorrow. How do you start us off?
Hell no. But I'm going to be talking about this Boston Celtics going up against Portland Trailblazers game. This is going to be an entertaining game to watch, even if both teams are found on opposite ends of the standings. The Celtics, they come this game with a 49-14 record. They're 31-29-3 ATS. Boston, they are also 20-11 on the road this year. They've been road warriors all season long. And the Trailblazers, they enter this game with an 18-45 record. They're 30-33 ATS. And Portland, they are 10-22 at home this year. That is no bueno. I expect the Celtics to win this game, obviously, but do I expect them to win this game by 12 points? I'm not so sure. But there is one thing I do know for certain is that there's going to be some points scored in. 217.5 is just far too low. Give me the over 217.5 total points in this game. We have to expect the Celtics to score at least 118, 120. So we just need the Blazers to reach triple digits in this game, which I think is very possible because over Portland's last 6 games, they're averaging 116 points per game. And they've hit the over total in 5 out of their last 6 games. And I love that type of momentum. And if Portland can continue to score the ball here, the over, in my opinion, is a great play. And both matchups last season, the total was in the 230s. Now we're getting in the 210s, and we just need to jump all over it. In Portland, they are top 15 in the NBA when it comes to shot attempts per game. So they definitely get the shots up. They just don't always go in. But if they can make their shots here in this game, it's going to be beautiful because we don't have to worry about the Celtics scoring. We know what they bring to the table. So give me the over 217.5 total points in the Trailblazers versus Celtics game.
Yeah, Trey, I like it there for you. For my play today, I'm going to continue to keep taking the Dallas Mavericks until they fail me. It's going to be the Dallas Mavericks going on the road to face off against the Bulls. I'm taking the -3.5 cover here for the Mavericks. Dallas took care of that Pistons team on the road in their last game. They scored 142 points, and they did have both Luka and Kyrie in that game. It looks like they're both going to be playing in this game on the road again, and the way that Luka's been playing over the last 10 games and on the season in general has been something special to watch. He's been the best basketball player of anybody on the season over the last 10 games. And the Chicago Bulls this season have been a very big disappointment. They're 2 games below 500 currently. This Dallas Mavericks team has a great opportunity here to continue win games against really bad teams. And I don't think they're going to take this game lightly on the road. They should be able to cover this 3.5 spread. They have back-to-back wins covering the spread in both of those games. And Chicago's coming off a 10-point loss to the Clippers. Chicago offensively hasn't been great this season either. And the Dallas Mavericks have put up 114-plus points in 4 consecutive games. They're coming off that 142-point performance. And again, the Dallas Mavericks, they've gotten really beefy down low. They've got plenty of guys who can rotate in and out, and they can wear down this Chicago Bulls team, especially in the paint. I like the Mavericks right now. I'm going to continue to take them -3.5 here as the play for myself. Trey, let's go to the player props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, and I'm going to go over to the group play, and I'm going to take a player from that. Give me Brandon Miller to go over 21.5 points going up against the Pistons. I really love this over for Miller in this game because we're going to see him take over for the Hornets here, and I believe that for a few reasons. The first reason is his matchup here versus the Pistons. Detroit, we all know it. They're one of the worst defenses in the NBA. They're ranked in the bottom 5 in basically all of the defensive categories, and that's going to allow Miller to have an easy night of scoring. And historically, that has shown up because Miller, he's only played 2 career games against the Pistons, and he's averaging 20 points per game across those 2 games. And I expect him to at least get an extra bucket here to cash the over for us. That's because of the momentum that he's coming into this game with. Also, Miller, he's playing a lot more minutes than what he was doing in those 2 previous matchups because over his last 5 games, Brandon, he's averaging 21.8 points per game and playing a whopping 36 minutes per game. If Miller gets that type of run here in this game and matches that with the volume he's been having against this brutal Pistons defense, we should just enjoy a great game of scoring from Brandon Miller. So give me Brandon Miller to go over 21.5 points versus the Pistons.
Yeah, Trey, I like that play there for you. For my player prop tonight, I'm going to go back to Luka Doncic because he's the only player that I've taken over the last 4 or 5 games that can shoot consistently and score consistently. I'm going to die on this hill probably, but I would rather have my player shoot the ball 20-plus times and him just not make the shots than lose on a player prop for my guy not shooting at all. Brandon Ingram last night, horrific. He only shot 9 times. If he would have made every single shot, he would have scored 18 points. He didn't attempt a 3. At least Luka's going to put up 20-plus shots in this game, so I'm going to go with him over his points. In the NBA, it's always about volume of shots taken over any stat because in the NBA, nobody plays defense unless you're playing the Knicks or maybe the Cavaliers or the T-Wolves or something like that. And you have to get shots up. You can't just be running up and down the floor doing cardio if you want a player to go over his total points. Luka's now had 6 consecutive games where he's had scored 30-plus point triple-doubles, and he's going on the road to face off against Chicago in this game. He's probably going to have his 7th consecutive 30-point triple-double. He's also shot 23-plus times in this 6-game stretch. And every single game, and on average, he's shooting 26 times per game on this stretch. His lines are ridiculous. I know his points are probably going to come out at 34.5 again, but I would rather him not hit his over and we get 25 shot attempts. If he does put up 25 shot attempts, we will have a chance at the over, and he's been really good to me over the last couple of times I've taken him. I'm going to take him again. Luka Doncic over 34.5 points as the play here. Also, I wanted to point out he's made double-digit field goals in 9 consecutive games, so he's on fire. Give me Luka Doncic over 34.5 points there. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with the over 217.5 total points in the Celtics versus Trailblazers game. This just seems so low. I'm not sure what is going on, and maybe I'm biting the cheese, but the Celtics can easily reach 120 points on themselves. We just need the Trailblazers to reach triple digits. And I'm also going with Brandon Miller to go over 21.5 points versus the Pistons. The young Bull is going to put in a bunch of buckets. We just got to hold out hope.
Yeah, I'm going with the double Mavericks play here. Mavericks -3.5 as a team on the road against the Bulls. Bulls have not been impressive. Mavericks getting hot. And then give me Luka Doncic over 34.5 points. He's been the best player in the NBA. I hope he wins the MVP. He's doing everything for this team. 6 consecutive triple-doubles, make it 7 tomorrow. Guys, that's going to do it for the NBA Plays and Props for Monday, March 11th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe down below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. Leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's two options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,